And we're back. Sorry about that, folks.
This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs? They're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Talseti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one. Well, they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a terramorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
They have. They even took down an entire city once. A place called Londinian had to be quarantined due to a massive outbreak during the Colony War. It's the only known loss of that scale, but it's the reason why any change in our relationship with these creatures needs to be taken very seriously. You're right. We just need more information first. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sinan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name. I was. Long time ago. Family tradition.
Far, far away.
But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them. Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. A bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here. It's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with. Hope you've calibrated that thing.
Doing that as opposed to going to the map. That's pretty dope.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Be advised, you have been identified as a known criminal. Respond immediately. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. I've been authorized to inform you that you are being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information.
What the fuck did I do?
We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force.
Alright.
Smart
attack right now, but if you guys keep fucking up, I'm definitely gonna fuck y'all up.
Commander Ikonde runs a tight ship, so I suggest we be on our best behavior.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. Seems you had a bit of a reckless past. Always fancied yourself as a wild one, eh? We can work with that. I also see that you mined on Vectera. And now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. I will. when I'm ready. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do? United Colonies System Defense. Does that help you figure out exactly what it is we do? Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses, heavy losses, that the United Colonies can't afford. Not for me, for yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So, what do you say? You going to work with me? Or should I find someone
I didn't even
else?
do anything, bro.
If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and trust me. You aren't leaving until I have an answer. Smart choice.
But you guys are definitely riding
I'm going
teams.
to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh? Going in on infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts. Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right? All right, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Had to put a bullet to his head. I can be in charge.
Pardon. SysDef Marines are the best of the best.
Yeah, but they are. Hoorah.
Ah, there you are. Excellent.
Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. That's strange. According to your file, you've encountered them before. On Vectera specifically. They were the pirates that attacked your mining outpost? I'm surprised you don't remember. We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volai. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship, and you're looking at some serious fines. That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously holding it will be spending the rest of their life in prison. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good.
So,
Remember,
I have other shit
this
to do.
entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. Fine. Whatever gets the job done. Look, before you
'Cause I don't
begin,
really,
I want to make
wanna support
something
your cause here,
perfectly
buddy.
clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and
Yo, what's
attempting
up,
to keep
Toph?
it within
Yeah,
your
this guy is
vicinity.
weird.
When you feel you've gathered enough evidence,
He like
and at the
detained
completion
me
of
for
your
absolutely no
assignments,
reason, and then
head
he
back
wants me to
here
work
for a
for him, and I'm
debrief.
like, yeah, well,
Beyond
I
that,
don't give a fuck about
you're
your cause.
completely on your own. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines.
Oh, imagine.
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the
think so.
trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to
I'm
do,
a
but
scoundrel.
remember why you're out there in the first place.
I'm a space scoundrel, so I get pistol certification, piloting, and persuasion. And then my traits were kid stuff, neon, street rat, and wanted. I guess that's probably what it was, because I was wanted. Oops. I didn't think I'd be picked up already.
As long as you can distinguish between surviving and thriving, you'll do just fine. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people,
I thought I was wanted and that's what triggered this. Yeah, I don't know.
that path.
Maybe because of my
Use
neon
your
street rat.
instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing. You have your orders.
Yeah, better do.
Operations does good work. If any fleet are setting up outposts out there, it's only a matter of time.
Hopefully I was supposed to leave.
Hello.
Yes?
Excuse
I know
me.
where I'm supposed to go. Said meet up with somebody. They don't do a really good job of telling me where. Not sure why this has to fade to black just to load in.
It's a shame the United
That part of the
Colonies
ship.
built such an impressive ship for battle, instead of using it for exploration.
Alright, let's figure this out. Missions, deep cover, speak to. Yeah, I know that. Oh, oops. I just had to set the mission so I know which person to talk to.
We don't have a
Appreciate
lot
it,
of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough, and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess. You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
Alright.
You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates
it's all
leave
good,
behind.
Toph. I appreciate it, bro.
If you've seen what I've seen,
Nah, I enjoy the
understand why
support
I'm
from the
pushing
stream,
you
man.
so hard.
It's always nice to engage with you guys. Definitely appreciate the support. How far into the game are you? I only played 2.5 hours my first part, and then I just started. I'm only a little over an hour right now.
that's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Yay.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do.
Damn.
All right,
Playing.
we've loaded a container
wish
of
I
Aurora
could've,
into your ship's cargo
Been
hold.
playing. I only played like
We're also
day
providing
one,
you with a sample
but
you can
my
use to
daughter's
tease the
been
goods.
in the NICU for like 4
We've
months,
cleared your
and she
ship
just
for
came
launch.
home a couple
Proceed
days ago,
to
so I
Sidonia.
haven't
Make
had much
contact with
time
Seer
to
Ship
really play.
Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the
That's for good
Crimson
reason,
Fleet.
though.
That should do it. You're dismissed.
Yeah, I got that.
Let me know if you need anything else.
I got that.
Yes, what?
Pardon.
Hello.
Right? Did I miss something?
Captain Vic, It is Captain Vic. Greetings. Goodbye, Captain.
Let's get this crate into space.
Yeah, it's definitely tough for sure, but you know, we're getting through it.
United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And...
Okay, yeah, I guess so. And I'll be right back. Gotta check my daughter.